Yo, yo, yo. What's up? What's up? What's up? Let's go do Fortnite. Let's go fuck with Fortnite. What's up, chat? What's up, everybody? Gaming with Jay. What's up? Marvin, what's up? Ski R D really, what's up, bro? How y'all doing? How are y'all doing, baby? Let me get situated. Plug everything up. Take my shit out. Damn, everybody in zero build, huh? I have no idea, bro. This is just a random live. You know, my regular time is at 5. So this is just a regular, this is random live, bro. Ain't no telling how long. Well, 11. Ah. Dong, da dong, 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 da dong, dong, da dong, dong. What is that? That's the event. That's the event that just went off? Huh? And that's the way I like it. That's the way I like it. Somebody up here with me, bro? I'm lucky a little scared. Feel like somebody up here with me. All right. Now that was crazy kill. We gotta clip that for sure. Lord, that was a crazy kill. Why is chat silent? What time? How long are you going to be on time? Was chat silent? Bro, I'm a nobody, bro. I just started streaming like 3 months ago. I'm not big yet, bro. I'm not big yet. My day's going good, bro. How's your day going? It's going? How's it going? Oh, thanks, bro. Yeah, I changed up how I was doing everything. See, at first I was just oh, don't run. Ooh, that was crazy. That was a crazy kill. Let's go, baby. People over here, they tough. All right, let's roll. I need some heals. At least we got 2 of these, right? It's hectic over here, ain't it? I gotta get all of these now. I wish I could. I wish I could carry 2 of those. That would be nice to have. Why he left? Hello? What's wrong with you? Your voice sounded different, that's why. Huh? It was just a little deeper for the first time I talked to you. I don't want to fuck with you. I want to be on your good side, not the bad side. Don't let you want me to be on your bad side. Big Aries in it. Nah, we don't want to do that. You can go do it. Feel fat. Shit, if you was close to me, I'll let you have my food that I got, because I don't even want this shit no more. Some honey lemon pepper wings from 3D's. I ate like 2 or 3 of them. That's why I said I thought you was off. I was like, I would have invited you. You can be off, though. To my house. Tell me to go to my house. What side of town you on? North side. Uh-oh, okay. Me too. I'm more like northeast though. I said I'm more like northeast though. Homestead, all that shit. Oh, you true north. See, if you was close by, you could have just came by and got the food, had you some good food to eat. You wanna? I'll bring it to you. I got you. Okay. Happy to go right in. Nah, not right now. And I swear to God, you can have these bitches. Honey lemon, baby. Honey lemon. You ain't never had honey lemon? Oh my God. Yeah, you gotta come get these hoes now. Oh, you. Nah, I ain't even posting bitches yet. I need to. Nah, facts. Yeah, I like her. She's cool. Oh, nah. Why would I wish I would. I wish I would not sound like me. Everybody, Nah, I'm gonna talk to you in my skinny nigga voice at all times. Cause everybody be like, bro, you swole as fuck, but then when you talking, you sound like you about a 6'4" nigga, about 120 pounds. I say, yeah, I sound like that. Don't get it fucked up though, shorty. Nah. What's your sign? Ooh, okay, big Aquarius. I don't know if you can handle me, but we'll see. You say I mean, Aries are sweethearts too. That's crazy. I'm about to put a record on this. No, I'm talking about on the game. Mm. Just hustling, working, looking for a job, chilling. I mean, I work, but I want this social media shit to be my full time gig. You feel me? Shit, you would have time for it if you was making 20,000 a month off this shit.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so it'll take over at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Right to the air goes Young. That'll be caught right side by the rookie wideout. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he's going to give his... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. And no chance to return this one. Zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Herbert. Oh, what an inauspicious start. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he's going to bring this one down. Less than a minute into the game, it's a pick six and an early touchdown. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Take the handoff. Now Herbert. He'll let one go down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Opening carry of the game, it's J.K. Dobbins. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. Throwing is Herbert on third down. Open man is the tight end Disley. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. On play action now, Herbert. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Now it's Herbert. In the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Just doesn't seem to me right now that he's seeing the field very well. I mean, that last possession results in the pick. You'd expect him to come back out here and be a little bit more careful with the ball, find easier completions, find the better matchup. But instead, he puts the ball back in harm's way, and he's lucky that wasn't another interception. I just don't like the look of this passing game. Like, it just seems a bit erratic. On top of the two straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. No play fake. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked, and they will turn it over on down.
All right, Mike, so in this situation, a defensive coordinator has two options. You can sit back and play the pass, or you can be aggressive and go after the quarterback. In this case, they chose the latter, and that's why they were able to force the turnover on downs.
Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this.
To the goal line and in. Now Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys move out on top, 14-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And that ball picked off. It's the ball hawk, Trayvon Diggs again. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops. And that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points. Give the ball back to your offense and see if they can start chipping away.
Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That one intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And the Chargers will take over here just shy of the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Oh, he pumps up the football. And this is taken in by the defense. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now Prescott. And he'll take it on in. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys. Aubrey, good with the extra point. Cowboys will take themselves to a 21-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's going to air this out for Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Look, Mike, the reality here is that he's just not seeing the field the way that he needs to. Now, give credit. A big part of this is the defense doing an excellent job disguising its coverages all game long. Just before the snap, when he thinks he has the answers, the secondary changes the questions, and they've been rewarded with 3 picks for their effort.
That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson. Down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Second and a yard. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. Go play action. It's Prescott. This one downfield, complete to Cooks. For a pickup, a gain of 18. And it sets up 1st and goal. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. And he'll take this down to about the 7. Now here's 2nd and goal. Now Dowdle. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Prescott. It is brought in the end zone. CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Cowboys are able to extend the advantage to 28-0. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, it's Herbert. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And the Cowboys are going to get the football at their own 40.
Stay strong, Casanova. Keep beating ass.
Their last one did, walking off the field, following in.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium, state-of-the-art SoFi, here in Inglewood, California. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go from SoFi. We'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. This one falls incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now they face 2nd down. The play fake hits Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. They play good for 17 on a 1st down. Here's a give up the middle. And they bring him down around the 34. Dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st down, here's Dak. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. They've got 1st down from the 31. They send the tight end in motion. To his back, J.K. Dobbins. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Luke Hooker with the tackle.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion or at a premium in this league.
Offense in the hurry up here. On 3rd and 2, Herbert. Almost an opening drive interception, but then lined up on the ground, incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Here we go with Dobbins. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. And that run won't come close. That's a turnover on downs. New set of downs for him at the 38. Now we're on the counter. Who swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. Prescott here from the gun. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
I'll tell you what, you can't get the pick, at least make sure a catch isn't made. That's the job of every defender out there, and he made sure that one wasn't completed.
I'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that 1st down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and costing that 1st down marker.
It'll be the 1st and more. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys go up 6-0 here in the 1st. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he could rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Finds the in route complete. A little bit there. Looks like about 6. Now it's Micah Parsons making that play. 2nd and 4. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And the Cowboys will take over at the start of the next quarter. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. 7-0 is our score. We're back to SoFi right after this. Second quarter all set to begin, and it'll be Cowboys football. They're set up with it after the pick to end the 1st. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Stopped by Deion Henley. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Another carry for him. And that's good yards there with a new set of downs to boot. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Catch made by Cooks. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. To pick up of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down. Running this one left. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. Hand off on 2nd and short. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Cowboys double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Getting up the early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Eric Kendricks. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-six touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Herbert back to it after the pick. He stays up. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
2nd and 10 now. Herbert escapes the pocket. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
As a defense, you got to see the pass. You got to time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
Some movement there before the snap, right side of the line. This is going to back them up. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Herbert from the gun. He's on the move. On the run right. Throw. Oh, no. They get him yet again. Trayvon Diggs has got it. Okay, Brock. Now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know. We've been here so many times, and you still stand in awe at the size of this place. We're at AT&T Stadium. Welcome to Arlington, Texas. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he takes the return out of bounds. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Play action, Prescott. His first pass falls incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open to beat the coverage, That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Ferguson there to bring it in. Get some space around midfield. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Dallas. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
It's coming. Lamar has it in close. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. The return starts at the 18. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Escapes the pocket. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you're going to be a Pro Bowler.
6 DBs out there for the Ravens. 3rd down coming up. They give it to him again. And this one doesn't have the juice of that last one. He stopped at the line. Offense up to the line fast. On 4th down, Prescott's a throw. Buys time, rolling right. It's another 1st down mistake. He's intercepted again. Brandon Stevens has it. And the Ravens get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game. They're out and set. 1st and 10. Pressure coming. It's Jackson. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he goes out. Just needed one more step to reach midfield. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Henry. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And time runs out before they get the snap up. Back at beginning of the 2nd quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's Lamar. Prescott, nice gain left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's able to bring this one down to the 4-yard line. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. 2nd and 3 now. Blitz coming here. Jackson. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. Pass it down close. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Another 2-point try coming for the Ravens. Jackson's throwing for it. And he secures it in the end zone. So their lead grows to 16-zip. Well, they really have this defense on its heels, Brock. Still the opening half, but a couple of touchdowns now and a perfect 2 for 2 on 2-point tries.
Yeah, this defense, they're picking up the scraps. They're not doing anything well. This offense, though, they sure are. Scoring touchdowns and then 2-point conversions to top it off. You know, part of the reason you don't see this a lot, Kate, is you only have so many.
From the automotive capital of the world, we get a look at a venue that pays homage to that industry. Welcome to Ford Field here in Detroit, Michigan. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Ford Field. This will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
I got to really wrap my brain, Kate, to remember a play, a run in this league that nice that doesn't end up getting an offensive first down. He did all he could to will this drive forward.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, it's Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Whiteout's getting involved in the ground game. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take a 6-0 lead right away. So here are the Cowboys getting set for a 2-point try. He's throwing for it, and he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. Well, the defense didn't put up much of a fight on that opening drive, but they sure woke up a little there to deny the extra 2 points.
Yeah, you really hate to give up a quick touchdown and 2 more points on top of it, so it does salvage a little bit of pride. Lets them have something positive to take the next time they hit the field.
First and 10 now from the 30. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. They will take that execution every time.
St. Brown there to bring it in. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Brings up 7th and 9. The 40-yard line.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Laporta with the grab. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first down, it's Gibbs. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door, bigger gap in the future.
From the 44 here on 2nd down. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And they bring him down. Looks like he got into the 27. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
You love a huddle? Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there, and he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Our score, 6-0. We're back to Ford Field right after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. Lions well within striking distance. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Goff back to throw. He's on the move. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That's not good enough for a first. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
First and goal. Here's Gibbs. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Whoa. Here's Gong. And the catch is made. Touchdown Detroit. The Lions tie and can take the lead here in the second. It's a Sam Laporta touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions literally won up that opening touchdown drive, huh, as they take a 7-6 lead here. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now a give on the counter. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Hey, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense right there on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And it sets up second down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Hand off now to the receiver. And it's a really nice gain on the reverse. That call came at the perfect time. That brings us to the 2-minute warning in the Motor City. The Cowboys at a disadvantage on the scoreboard. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Now a give running right. And the defense not caught off guard at all. They track him down after a small gain.
This is one of those real modest gains, Kate, that I like as a call. That's just a little more variety to your playbook. Makes that defense wonder. Those guys on the other side of the ball think a little bit. This dude's not just a receiver. He may get in the run game as well.
Eight yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Cowboys have to get moving here. Clock's still running. Prescott in the throw on third down. They get this down to the 28. They get 13 on the pickup. That's good for a Cowboys first down. First down, here's Dak. He's secured by Brandon Cooks. He's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing, getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. When the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Running for the marker on second. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. And he's in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. The Cowboys yet again sending the offense out for a 2-point drive. It's an end around as they try to convert. But he's not going to reach the end zone, so they get 6, but not an extra 2 just before the break. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They've got first and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. So we're through 2 quarters now, still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you. We're about set to begin the third quarter. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, Goff. He fired. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
First down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and
First and 10 from the 41. Back now, pressure on its way. That's caught. Here comes Jahmyr Gibbs. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
Super 66.
Here's 2nd and 7. Finds Laporta. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, just find a way to get him the ball.
Third down run by Gibbs. And he could not get there. They stopped him right at the line. Working quickly here. Back to throw it. He throws a bullet to the center of the... And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. Cowboys getting back up close to their 40 as he's finally tracked down after that return. The fourth down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks out the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's man the next time he goes off the throw.
Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys push their lead further to start the half. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And the Cowboys will take over with the football just outside the 30.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Here's first and 10 from the 34. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That is textbook RPO right there, Kate. Quarterback's decision-making comes quick off the snap. And that back, you know that he's already looking for those lanes before the ball's even in his belly. Before that defense can adjust to the run, he hits that second level.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. Back to the well again. Reaches the end zone. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another. And the fortunate...
Oh, it's a fake. They're going to flip it to the kicker. He's going to throw. Brody near the 10. And he's into the end zone, and that shows what kind of game they've been having. Even that works for them, and it adds an extra 2 to their lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it took a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Out of the shotgun, Cobb. He gets a lot behind one, deep downfield. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
The ability to track the ball. Right, ball skills isn't just knocking it away, and that's a beautiful job there, Kate. But ball skills is also being able to track a ball on a deeper throw like that. If he doesn't swat it away, we're looking at a huge game.
14.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10, it's gone. Oh, brother, it's another interception. That's Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys take over now and have possession at the 25. Oh, man, Brock. Somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's been the home of the team since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from KC. This taken in at the goal line. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Oh, play action. It's Prescott. Open man, downfield, it's CeeDee Lamb. How about 25 yards to start the drive? First down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. And he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield. On 3rd down, Prescott. It's right side, taken in by Cooks. 11 yards on the connection there. That's good for a Dallas first down. They'll run with Dowdle. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. 2nd down and 8. On play action, here's Dak. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack. 7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. Let's it go. Downfield for Ferguson. And the Chiefs are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. He'll push forward for about a yard. DeMarcus Lawrence, there on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They put Kelsey in motion. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. They were not fooled on defense. Saw the screen from the start. It'll be a loss of yardage on the play. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. 0-0 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. To the left side in the hands of Rice. And he's going to have the Chiefs' first down. That was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. That's hot. There's Kelsey. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. On play action, it's Mahomes. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and Tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10. To the air once more, it's Mahomes. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They put Kelsey in motion. Right back to the air for Mahomes. Throw over the middle, brought in by Hopkins. He is in. DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Chiefs. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will take a 7-0 lead. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. First down, Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick first down.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
A first down throw for Prescott. And as he threw it, the pass is incomplete.
They've been a little up and down in this first half. I mean, they have less than 80 yards of total offense and halftime lose. So missed throws like that, those are missed opportunities. They've got to hit the plays when they have them. They want to have a chance to leave here with a win.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's a carry for Dowdle. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It's a 3rd down. Now Prescott. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chamari Connor. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point on the sideline, Mike, it just has to feel like deja vu. I mean, really, the last 2 drives, same story. Continuing to drive, you have something brewing, and then you just stall out in the exact same fashion. You can't put the ball in harm's way. You're not going to win a lot of football games if you do.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
Dang. Nah.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
It's a stadium so big you can easily spot it flying into Dallas-Fort Worth for a game. This is AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. Ball is teed up. Chris Boswell to do the honors. And here we go from AT&T Stadium. Fielded at the 14. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. First down, here's Dak. Pushed out of the pocket. Now here he goes. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, and then you're looking for that first down marker. He found one of the two, but the defense and that effort swarming after him, it denies the first down.
Oh, he's going for it again. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. There on the stop, Larry Ogunjobi. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now movement as somebody goes early. And for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Gary, this is Najee Harris. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. This is Harris on 2nd down. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession, or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. So now they're going to throw with Wilson. On the move, headed right. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Wanted to get that one to Mike Williams. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. That's caught for the 1st. And they make the tackle at the 38. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. So that connection for a 1st will bring us to the end of the 1st. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. And he runs this one down across the 35 and inside the 30. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you'll really break the backs of a defense.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. Forced out to his right. He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Running behind center with Harris. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Najee Harris, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Now Boswell on to send this away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. He's popped at the end of that one. Painful end to a real solid return there. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Dak off the play fake. Oh, put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Steelers take over and are set up at the 8-yard line. That is one of the longest throws we have or probably will see in this contest, partner. It's too bad it wound up in the hands of the defense on the interception.
You know, Kate, when I see throws like this, I see images of Bo Jackson back in the day. As a Kansas City Royal throwing Harold Reynolds out from the warning track. 300 feet in the air. He hummed that baseball to go down the runner. Like, the difference here in football, yeah, you throw that ball up. That DB's also got to run 50-some yards, go up high point and make a play. That is just incredible defensive football.
Wilson now from the gun. Pass taken in by Freiermuth. The 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on the route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Russ now from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Launching deep down the right side. This is caught. Looks like he stayed in bounds too. Great work. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Pickens. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run it for the first time with Jaylen Warren. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's a Steelers 1st down. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Ross out of the pistol. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Throw left side finds Freiermuth. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. The Steelers calling their first time out. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Warren here from the gun. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM. He said, you know what? In time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Here comes Chris Boswell in the Steelers field goal unit. A 27-yard look here. Dicker connects there. And our first half ends with 3 points. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our 2nd half. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this 2nd half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll start with a give to Harris. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Malik Hooker with the tackle. But those are the hurry-up offense here. Here's 2nd and 7. Has it downfield, working the left. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Running left is Harris. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing with a blitz on the way. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he works this to the 38 before going now. Working quickly here. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. He's on the move. Complete beyond the marker. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And he'll bring up a Pittsburgh 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Pitt.
From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. And we are underway for SoFi Stadium. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Dak going to start out going to the air. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got it not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And that is on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took it a little too far. It's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. All in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Flush to his right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he will have a Cowboys first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Prescott down. Flushed out right. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll make it second down. A running play, it's Dowdle. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive. This is 3rd down. Prescott to throw it. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dowdle, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. He's got it at the 2, and he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10, right at the 30. First run now for Kyren Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
He'll get this one to Kupp complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 yards to catch and run. It's a first down. Up the middle, it's Williams. Good tackle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more and another first down.
So a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
A game 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They run it again with Williams. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Here's Stafford. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down. Now Stafford. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now it's Stafford. That is caught. He's going to have the first down and then some. He's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Tyler Higbee, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Rams have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. The Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2. They'll look to throw. That's caught at the 2. And he is not going to find the end zone. He stopped up short, and this remains a 6-6 game. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime, bro. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. This throw left side is caught by Tolbert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get him to the head of steam going.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They're on the end around. This is Cooks. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a trunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott off play action. They'll roll him out right. They say it's incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fun in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
2nd and 10. Prescott. First round, that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Cameron Curl. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And we will see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, LA. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Now, a quick throw there is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for LA. Throwing at Stafford. Short throw, it's Higbee. He's in the space past the 25, and he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
They got 3 niggas on one side.
Touchdown Rams. Puka Nakua, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they must start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. That was going to throw deep right side. And it will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They'll get him to the ground at the 37. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. He's got his target. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he's going to take this ahead. Right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Play action now. Prescott. He throws there incomplete.
I think he had to pull down the before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Off the play fake, Prescott. Bulldozes past him. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 30. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the 1st.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence. The big plays are out there.
Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. Touchdown, Cowboys. Luke Schoonmaker, 30 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Again, it's Williams.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
It's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And I know they would have loved to have had a touchdown there to give them some cushion. But now, kick the field goal. Get the lead. Let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
Well, the defense circling now. 4th down and 7. They snap it to Stafford.
Oh,
and we'll find the open man. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Well, they did the part they've had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Just the fucking intro.
Here comes 2nd down. They give it to Williams, running right. He's in for the touchdown. And 5 seconds. Forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation.
And that score in this time frame, that's like a big reveal at the end of a great movie, isn't it? Out of nowhere, almost, it appears. They get it done. How about that score?
Finishes like this. This is why we love sports. This is why we love the game of football.
So glad that we got to be here to watch this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Man, that shit hurt. Damn, bro.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Incomplete. So their final drive comes up in.